Hello children, welcome to this session. In this session we are going to see question number 8. Take your content book page number 204 and read question number 8. Question number 8 is also same like question number 7, but here we are going to find out the height of the building, where we consider the building and the tower. In the previous sum, tower height is missing and we found that here tower height is given and building height is missing. They gave a different name for the tower and the building. Now I am reading the question for you. Listen. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. What is a pedestal? That is a base which holds the statue. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue. If you take the top of the statue, that angle is 60, and from the same point the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal. Top of the pedestal is nothing other than the base of the statue, that is 45 degree. Now here what is missing? The height of the pedestal that we want to calculate. Children, mark this sum, a very important sum. I told you earlier, all the sums in this particular chapter is very important because the total weightage given to the chapter itself is 4, and out of the 16 sums one question can be expected in your board, and this 8th question is this year's board question, that is for the year 2020. Your seniors wrote this particular sum in their board examination. Now we have drawn the diagram. What is BC? BC is the pedestal, the stand for statue, and CD is the statue, and AB is the horizontal level, which is your ground. So here is your 90 degree. This is your line of sight, for which the angle is 60 degree. The next line of sight is for the bottom of the pedestal and the top of the pedestal and the bottom of the statue, which makes 45 degree. So here there are 3 triangles, but we are going to consider only 2. What is the first triangle we are going to consider? The first triangle is ABC, right angled at B, and here the angle is BAC, which is equal to 45 degrees, and one side value BC is given as H meters. And the second triangle which we are going to consider is triangle DBA. This is also right angled at B. The angle made here is DAB is equal to 60 degrees, and one side of the height, that is BD, is given as 1.6 meters plus H. There is another triangle in this diagram. Check your diagram and tell me what is the next triangle. The third triangle here is DAC. Here at C there is no 90 degrees, so we will not consider this. We will be considering only right angle triangle for calculation. So what is your first job in this question? Drawing the diagram, did. Marking all the angles and the names and the points, did. Then what are the 2 triangles we are going to consider? That also is found. Write description by yourself. Let me start solving the sum. So first I am considering the triangle ABC. That triangle looks like ABC, 90 degree at B. This distance I did not know. This distance also I did not know. And here I have the angle as 45. So which trigonometric ratio I can take for relating opposite and adjacent side? I can go for tan, right? So tan theta defined as opposite upon adjacent. Here my theta value is 45, which is equal to BC, my opposite side, and the adjacent side AB. Tan 45 value is 1. BC is H, the height of the pedestal, and AB is the distance from the ground to the pedestal. Both we did not know. Transpose. We got an equation. H is equal to X. Stop with this. Go for the second triangle, second right angle triangle. What is my second right angle triangle? ABD, right angled at B. How this triangle looks like? ABD, join the line of sight AD. The angle made here is 60, and the total height here is 1.6 plus H, and this distance we did not know, X. So again, relating the sides opposite and adjacent. So So which trigonometric ratio we can go for? Tan theta, defined as opposite upon adjacent. Here theta value is 60, opposite side is BD, adjacent side is AB. Tan 60 value is root 3, BD value is h plus 1.6 meters and AB value is x. Again transpose, what we'll get? X root 3 is equal to h plus 1.6. This is your equation 2. Substituting the value of the value of h in equation 2. What is the value of h we got in equation 1? H is equal to x. This is your equation 1, right? Substitute this in equation 2. What will you get? Root 3x is equal to x plus 1.6. Take x to the other side. Root 3x minus x is equal to 1.6. What is common in these two terms? X, take it out. What we have remaining? First term root 3 is remaining, and in the second term 1 is remaining, which is equal to 1.6. Now x can be written as 1.732 minus 1 into x is equal to 1.6. Now the difference here is 0.732 is equal to 1.6. So the value of x is equal to 1.6 divided by 0.732. So we'll get x is equal to 2.1856 meters. What is x here? X is the distance between the ground and the point, that is AB is equal to 2.1856 meters. And what we solved in equation 1, x is equal to equation 1, see here, equation 1 is h is equal to x. So what is h then? H is also equal to 2.1856 meters. What is that h in the question? Height of the pedestal. Height of the pedestal is equal to 2.1856 meters. So this sum is also just similar to your previous sum, question number 7, but instead of the bottom we calculated the top there. Here the statue is given and we are calculating the pedestal. So the thing which you want to concentrate here is dividing the two triangles. Out of the given diagram, you need to select the perfect right angle triangle. We should not simply select any triangle as we wish. So selecting right angle triangle matters, and then calculating the sum properly. Do not leave the sum with root value as your final answer. Substitute the value for root values and then execute arithmetic operations and give your answers as decimals. And one more point that you notice here, children, I told in the last sum, when height increases, angle also increases. The relation between height and angle is directly proportional. When height increases, angle also increases. What about the relation between the distance and angles then? Distance and angles are inversely proportional. When distance increases, angle decreases. When distance decreases, angle increases. Thank you, children. Children, note down the homework for today. Today's homework is example 3 from page number 199 and example 4 from page number 200. And exercise 9.1, question number 5, 6, 7 and 8 is homework. 6, 7, 8 I have solved for you in this video and in the previous video. You are going to give a try only for question number 5 by your own. And 2 more sums. You need to calculate the angle of elevation of the sun. You are going to calculate the theta value. Shadow is given as root 3 h meters and the actual height of the pole is given as h meters. You need to calculate theta. The next sum is there is a wall and a ladder. The ladder length is given and the angle made by the ladder with the wall is also given. You need to calculate the height of the wall. So out of this homework, 3 sums you are going to try by your own. All the best. Do solve all the sums by your own. Do not copy from your friends. Thank you, children. Catch you in the next video.